For this particular show, we're really concentrated on what we call Made in Minnesota. And it's all the music that was recorded here in Minnesota with acts that are from here, but acts that traveled here to make songs, and that in some way are attached to Minnesota. So I think that was, a really important aspect of this particular show. Terry and I were fortunate enough to go into the Songwriters Hall of Fame, I think 7 or 8 years ago. And I'll never forget, on the red carpet of that event, they said, "What is it that you haven't done yet that you still want to do?" And we said, there's 3 things. I said, Babyface was next to us on the carpet, and we said, we never got to work with Babyface, so we'd like to do that. So we did that. We said we started working on an album a long time ago. We never got a chance to finish it. So we did, the Jam and Lewis Volume 1 album. So that was our album that we did. The third thing we said was, we've never been able to go out and play our catalog of songs live. So COVID then interjected into that and probably pushed that plan back 3 or 4 years. But we did, I like to, Terry calls them the FOLO shows, which is fear of looking old. We went to Japan and we did 8 shows in Japan. And Terry said, I want to see the shows back because I don't want to be on stage looking old. That was his thing. And when those shows went really, really well, then he said, you know what, let's concentrate on doing some live things. And so that's kind of what we're doing. So we did a pretty big show in Atlanta last year around this time. It was pretty cool. We went back to Japan, did 7 more shows, did a big festival there. And then our Las Vegas residency that we did in April, we did 6 shows there, sold out, and we're adding 7 more shows after the fair. We're going to do 7 more shows at the end of September going into October. But once again, it falls into the category of things we haven't done yet that we want to do. And we started off as musicians. We were musicians in Minneapolis, in Flight Time, in Mind and Matter. Prince, of course, had Grand Central. Morris had the Enterprise Band of Pleasure, so on and so forth. So that's where our roots were, really live performing. And so this gives us a chance to go back to those roots and do it from an iconic stage like at the Minnesota State Fair with a ton of friends. Yes. that are all coming into town. And it's going to be an amazing show. It's going to be about a 3-hour show, and what we said was, in those 3 hours, we want you to feel every emotion that you can possibly feel. Happiness, sadness, reminiscing, but we want you to leave with a feeling of hope. Hopefulness is what we want everybody to leave feeling. And that's the thing that we think music can do. It's the divine art, and we want to use it in that way.